Cars are one of the top driving forces in the American economy. They are intertwined into our everyday lives and keep us moving. But is the car's engine that truly drives the car? To get better insight on these cars and how they work, we took a chance to talk to mechanics of some of Nissan's competitors. This gave us a chance to hear more about their brands, as well as how they maintain their brand's motors.
Brand quality. They've got a vehicle now that's probably second to none. They've got a product that is just unbelievable at this point. I think it comes down to quality, and not only quality of the product, the quality of GM standing behind that product. I know that if I have an issue with a customer, and even if it's out of warranty, we can get GM to participate or help that customer.
Honda has a really good product, and they've got a great brand name. Honda customers are extremely loyal to Honda, especially with their service work being done. I would say Honda probably is one of the top manufacturers that has customers coming back to their service departments to have their cars worked on.
The Hyundais have come a long way. Their technology is just absolutely terrific, advancing every day, and they make a good quality car. Converting to Hyundai, I find that they build a little higher quality car, a more fuel efficient car, and their styling is just unsurpassed.
Land Rover, all they do is produce SUVs. So as far as an SUV goes, especially for their off-road prowess, it's the #1 SUV out there. They're built for off-road, and the newer models from like 06 to the present are built for on-road also, and ride just as much as the competitor's SUV with a better ride, I think, with the air suspension that our cars offer. As far as off-road capability, I feel that they're the best SUV in the world. They're a status symbol. People that drive Range Rovers, people that see them on the road, feel that they've made it in life. It's just a status symbol, just to show people, that, like I said, you've made it in life. I think price has a lot to do with it, but I think with their safety rating and now with their reliability rating, and as heavy as these vehicles are, they're a safe vehicle. And I just think that Land Rover, you see them with the sports players, the football, baseball, basketball players driving Range Rovers. That helps a lot. I mean, that's a lot of good advertising right there when you see a pro athlete driving the car. But I think that has a lot to do with our following and our buyers.
I think status symbol is probably the biggest issue, but I think people are coming to find out that the quality of these vehicles are just unbelievable. We have people who've driven Lexus and driven BMWs now converting to the Cadillac line only because of the quality of the vehicle.
School driving Civics to grandparents driving Accords. There's a real broad spectrum of product that Honda makes that appeals to a large market. So I think that probably gives them an advantage. And then again, the Honda name is stands for quality. It has for quite a long time, so I think that gives them an edge as well. The main thing is just the actual product line that they have with the the Civics, the Accords, the Odyssey minivan. It's just there's quite a few different vehicles that appeal to a lot of different people.
Most people are angry when they come and get their car fixed because the way they look at it, they are driving along, something breaks, then they're inconvenienced. They come in, they get a repair, all they do is spend money and they're back on the road. They don't feel like they got anything extra for the money that they spent, which is the wrong attitude to have, but that's the way they look at it. They look at it like getting a speeding ticket.
We see a lot of the same people, but the main thing that they're coming in for is maintenance, because we've got a lot of people that drive Hondas as work vehicles, where they do a lot of sales calls or things like that, where they're putting a lot of miles on the cars. So we see those people a lot coming in for normal maintenance, but we don't really see a lot of people coming in with repeat problems as far as repairs.
Oh, we see many of our customers at least 2.5 times a year. That is routine maintenance. That is what Hyundais consist of. We have very few problems with these cars. other than the updates that we're doing with the ECMs?
We have a large customer base, I mean, as far as people that use us consistently for their service. Every manufacturer has problems. To say there's one specific problem, if it didn't have problems, I wouldn't have a job. That's why we have service departments. But it's mechanical. You're going to have a problem no matter what brand you have.
As far as the newer products from like 03 up to the present, usually a lot of software issues, a lot of reprogramming of modules and stuff like that. They've come a long way in their technology and their reliability. Software issues can average anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, which could cost them anywhere from $107 to $321. I've owned a lot of foreign cars in my life, and I just think the technology, the reliability is a little bit better with foreign cars. I know American cars are coming along, stuff like that, but as far as reliability, I've always thought foreign cars had a little bit of advantage.
The only thing is lately Hyundai is doing reprogramming of the electronic control modules to make the fuel efficiency and the driving performance of the car more acceptable to customers. Customers have asked for a smoother shift, better performance out on the road, quicker throttle response, and that kind of thing, and they're doing a lot of that even on the older models, back to about 2005.
Maybe some of the features to make some of the things a little easier to understand and use. Some of the controls that they have, the information displays, a little bit easier for people to understand how they use.
Hyundai, Nissan, Kia all share some engines that whether they're built by Nissan or whether they are built by someone else, Nissan uses the some of the same engines that we use in the Hyundais, because it's just an engine that produces good power, good performance, and it's fuel efficient.
Interchangeability of the different parts. All the GM products are fairly similar between the Oldsmobile's now gone, but between the Buicks, the Chevys, and Cadillacs, a lot of the parts are very similar that you can use them, and technologies are the same.
By speaking with mechanics from competitive brands, we were able to look deeper into Nissan and help the brand thrive as a whole. Nissan needs to make their maintenance services more valuable in the consumer's eye. Although the consumer is not getting anything tangible in return, Nissan needs to strive to position their repairs and tune-ups as something of worth. Additionally, Nissan should position their cars as luxury-style vehicles that are sold at mainstream prices. By choosing a specific market niche, consumers will begin to associate Nissan with a particular category, allowing the company to further develop an identity. Purchasing a car will be one of the first big purchases in a millennial's life. Giving Nissan a hybrid niche of luxurious and affordable, as well as a strength in their reliability, Nissan can assure their drivers that, like their lifestyles, their engines will never stop.